Dead bugs. There's lots of ways to modify this exercise based on where you're at. I don't want you to feel this in your lower back. You might feel it a little bit in your legs. You might feel it a little bit in your hip flexors, but the main focus is I really want you feeling this in your core. You can do this at any stage of fitness that you're in, whether you're pregnant, postpartum, brand new to exercise, maybe you're recovering from an injury, maybe you're working out 6 days a week and you're an awesome athlete. No matter where you're at, this is a fantastic core exercise to really help engage that core. So when you're doing this, you're gonna lay flat on your back, and you're gonna think about keeping that lower back on the floor. So tuck that pelvis to the floor, take your belly button, push it towards your spine. That way you're not arching. If you start to arch, you gotta start over, okay? I don't want you feeling this in your lower back. So I'm gonna show you a couple modifications. So this is regular. You're gonna have your arms up, you can lift your head, and we're doing opposite to opposite, come together. Make sure you're breathing as you're going. You do not need to bring your feet all the way to the floor, because as soon as we do that, our lower back comes up. So I do not want you going all the way to the floor. Go as far as comfortable. I have a really tight hip, so I can't go too far without my lower back coming off the floor. I'm going to show you some modifications. You can keep your head on the floor if it's getting strained, and then we're just doing a dead bug like this. If you find that you're not using your core and you're feeling it in your lower back, what I'm going to have you do is drop one leg down, and you're going to keep this other arm up, and we're just going to do one at a time. This is a great modification if you're feeling it in your lower back. Keep that lower back on the floor. Do all one side and then switch. Again, don't bring your foot so close to the floor, because that's what arches our back. So make sure we're keeping our back nice and straight, our core engaged, and we're doing what feels comfortable. If you need to stop and reactivate, there's nothing wrong with that. When you're bringing your legs in, think about taking your core and pulling in that leg versus just muscling through with your hip flexor. Really think of, okay, I'm bringing my leg in, and really think of using that core. This exercise is great. You can modify any way that you need to, but again, we really want to focus on using that core slow and controlled. It's not a race. We want to go slow. That's the best way to activate your